Do you store your minis in a plastic box? Maybe just chuck them in the cardboard boxes. Maybe just carry them in your pocket. Today I'm reviewing the Jucoci ABS white plastic storage case to see if it can solve our storage and transportation problems. Currently, I just keep all my miniatures on the shelf, either out so I can see them because I like the way they look, in plastic boxes, and sometimes I just chuck them in cardboard boxes and put them on the shelf. And that's definitely not an ideal situation. So I need somewhere to keep them that I can see them, keep the dust off of them, and also keep it so that my wife's happy. I've got my Jucoci white ABS storage case. I got the double set. I'm going to unbox it, see if it's any good. So this is the metal trays. Two slightly scratched up tops. It's not a deal breaker, but they are slightly scratched. Alright. Also slightly scratched. Bummer. Don't know if the camera will get it, but there's some scratches there. And there, and there, and there, and there. Ooh, this has got a big scratch right in the middle. It should be able to be buffed out, but it's annoying. Okay, we've got a scratch there. We've got scratches on the screen. So far we've got a scratch on every piece we've looked at. This is the rear piece. That's why it's got an L and an R. Okay, this would probably also be the rear piece. Yep, so another rear piece with another L and an R. Okay, the sides are very sturdy. Those are both L's. I'll put them on my left. You can see in these pockets, it says L or R. Okay, so I got two R's, I got two L's. Okay, the last piece is the bottom. And it's pretty, I don't know if the camera's gonna get that, but there's lots of little scratches. They're not deep, like, scratch might be the wrong word. They're abrased, might be the better word, or scuffed. And it seems to be a little warped. If I push down on this side, I've got enough space to put my fingers under over here. But I think once I put the sides on and the back, we'll keep those rigid. Let's see if the other one is also crookedy. Yes, but in the opposite direction. This one sits flat, but that's because the center is lifted. It is what it is. It's plastic. It bends. This is the first piece that's not scuffed. But it is a little dirty. There's lots of little dirt, like somebody was putting these things in the box and the environment was just kind of grimy. Again, not a deal breaker, but not great. Alright, let's build one. Before making one, I split all the pieces into two piles so that I don't accidentally mix up a left and a left or a right and a right on one of these things and then make it useless. So I separated everything into one pile, and I'm going to go through the instructions the way the instructions say. Oh, my space marine! Luckily, he's got some hard coat on. I'm going to follow these instructions the way that they say. Let's see how it comes out. These things over here first. This is the back plate. It's got an up, an L, an R. It's also wobbly. Clip piece goes up. Okay, that goes in. our handle up, in position, definitely crooked. Clip it. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. I feel like a dungeon master. Roll a 20 or die. Bottom plate. Bottom plate, bottom plate. Give me the bottom plate. 'Cause if you don't, your sister will. Let's push. Good. Let's push. Oh my god. Ouch. Yeah, that goes there. Satisfying clip. Good. Okay, there's this handle. Could probably leave this off, but I'm gonna put it on because the instructions tell me to. So this goes on this way. I think we're good for now. Let's try some trays. These trays have no scratches. They're perfect. So these might come from like a different factory than the plastic parts, because these are definitely much better cared for. So nice trays. Magnetized dude. Ta-da! There he goes. Woo! Now I just have to go through and magnetize most of my armies. Got my trays on the whoa! That slid faster. That slid pretty fast. If you have an elite army, a lot of big blokes, you might only be able to get 3 of these in there. But we'll see. Let's put some minis in. Don't look. I'm ashamed. They're all just thrown in there. Oh, don't look, don't look. This is what I got in my case. You could fit a whole lot of skinks on there. And these fit pretty close to the top, but not at the top. And these guys are just barely getting in. Then I had to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drawers, and that got me enough space for my Bastiladon and my Croxagore and some old school guard, which are just mine old guard now, and a couple of skink heroes. Anything with a banner, you're gonna have trouble getting in here. And in the bottom, I've got the majority of my force. I've got all of my big stuff on here. Anyway, it came with 4 trays, and I can only use 3. It's quite heavy. Oof. And it's sturdy. And it snaps shut pretty good. Full disclosure, I bought these with my own money. Jucoci didn't pay me to make this video. If they want to reach out, feel free, I'm here. But no, I bought these, and I would say I'm going to give them 2 thumbs up. They're definitely good boxes. To sum it up, these boxes are quite nice. They're heavy duty plastic. They're easy to put together. They hold a lot of miniatures. They're not too expensive. They're easy to display your figures, so you can still see the figures you spent some time painting. The only drawbacks is when you put it together, it does feel like you might break the plastic but don't worry, you're not going to. It's just the way it's designed. And another minus was mine got scuffs and a few scratches on it, like straight out of the box, and that was kind of a bummer. But for the cost performance, what you pay for what you get, it's I think a really good deal. So I highly recommend these Jucoci ABS white plastic storage cases. Thanks for watching this video, everybody. I hope it's helpful. If you've got any questions or comments about this case or my Seraphon army or anything else in the hobby, feel free to put a comment down below. And while you're down there, hit the like button. It really does help. Just cheer me up. Thanks so much, everyone. See you next time.